of the most controversial applications for marijuana is actually in its control of seizures, and with childhood seizures in particular. And there have been stories out there about parents who are giving their kids marijuana and the ethical issues surrounding it, and yet these kids are going from having dozens or hundreds of seizures a day to virtually none. So what's the story behind that?
Well, the story of the resistance
Right.
is the stigma of giving a drug like marijuana to children. But what we have to understand as medical marijuana becomes more mainstream is that it has to get away from its view as a recreational drug and more towards a view as a medicinal agent. So it's been found that in certain patient populations, among pediatric patients who have seizures and who failed medication, and they've even talked about doing surgery on, the use of carefully selected and dosed medical marijuana has worked wonders in reducing or even eliminating their seizures.
Well, and I think it's important to note that this is not marijuana that includes THC.
Correct.
That for the most part, it's marijuana that doesn't have the psychoactive effect at all.
That's right. And so we're not trying to get the child high to get the seizures being taken care of. It's the action of the agent itself that takes away the childhood seizures and has very low profile for side effects in children.
And are they using it? How come they talk about it with childhood seizures and they don't talk about with adult seizures?
Well, I think that it's also beneficial in adults who have seizures, but the effect is in the media so much more dramatic in pediatric patients because people talk about giving children marijuana.
Right.
So that's where it's come along in that regard.
And it seems that there are a number of the parents that are almost having to do it underground and do it on their own.
Yes.
Are there a growing number of practitioners that are now understanding its effects and that people can go to for help?
Yes, as doctors themselves become more educated about the benefits of using medical grade marijuana for pediatric seizures, I think more and more patients are going to get the benefit.
So what happens if a family is in a state where medical marijuana is not yet approved? Can they go across state lines?
They can for the treatment, although I don't believe they can bring a supply of drug back into their state. So that adds a dilemma.
All right.
Yes.
Complicated.
It is complicated.
Complicated topic.
Yes.
Thank you, David.
You're welcome.
If you like what you just saw, do me a favor, share it. The healthcare challenge is really a problem for all of us. And the more we can get this information out and get people taking better care of their health, the healthier we will all be. We have more videos with Dr. Sherer as well as his blog, What Your Doctor Isn't Telling You, at our website, bottomlineinc.com.